20 meanings of sex to a real man. A man can experience closeness, vulnerability, reassurance, and ego, all in one sexual encounter, which can satisfy multiple needs for him, on various levels. What many women don't realize is that sex is often the deepest form of intimacy for men. This kind of intimacy is more typical of men than it is of inferior people. To men, having sex is not just a mechanical way to relieve sexual tension. Rather, it is the experience of giving everything he has to feel as close to his married spouse as possible, whether or not he feels in love with her. For men, having sex satisfies the strongest urge to connect with other people. While sex may renew a man's soul, a woman may only perceive a physical interest in him. Unlike men, who may only find emotional fulfillment through their sexual experiences, women naturally form connections in their lives by having access to additional sources of emotional fulfillment. The belief among many wives is that their husbands would desire more sex if they were to be more emotionally responsive. The man only feels comfortable sharing every aspect of himself with his partner in the privacy of lovemaking or sex. Men also benefit from sex by having a rare chance to be vulnerable. The sexual experience, by its very nature, gives him comfort that he is safe and loved. For a man, there may be no other sexual connection like it. Men are lifted out of their egos and expand beyond their small daily selves by satisfying sexual desires. Sex makes a man's hard defenses more soft and leads him into the sublime experiences of merging with another person. Sex is the only way for men to escape the tyranny of what everyone expects of them. This is because they are under so much pressure to be practical and logical thinkers. Because men compulsively express their unspoken emotional needs through actions rather than words, sex can develop a driven, addictive quality for them. Because the man is unaware of how truly needy he is, or in what ways sex ends up being insufficient, just like any intoxicant that is used to fulfill needs. Sexual encounters with emotionally intense men may feel more like giving than receiving, because women typically do not primarily meet their emotional needs through sex. It is not the sex that wears you out. Rather, it is the man's pretense that his needs are limited to sex and his unwillingness to express his emotions and communicate with you throughout the rest of your relationship. The more a man is conscious of his intense need for vulnerability, reassurance, and intimate connection, the more he can find other ways to express his emotions to his wife through sex. He can directly meet his emotional needs by being more open with his partner, bringing them closer together, and making sex something to look forward to rather than avoid. Sexual interactions serve as a doorway to the soul for many men. They suddenly experience the need to rely on another person for warmth and safety. Women might develop a new understanding of the significance that sex can have for their men. Sex is much more than just how something looks to men.